Power 92. We are number one in the streets.
Hey, Power 92, number one in the streets. Your weekend bass, Sierra Monet, sitting down with the princess of Chicago, Miss Tink. How are you, beautiful?
Thank you, sis. I'm doing so good. So excited and happy about the release. I'm in just a amazing vibe right now.
I know you are. Pillow Talk is out now. It has been having me in a chokehold all weekend long, so I appreciate you. I know on social media they talking about R&B is dead right now, but you have definitely proven it is not dead.
So listen, never. R&B can never die. We still here.
Absolutely.
We're still outside.
Absolutely. So I would definitely say myself and thousands of young ladies all over the world, we have turned to your music through every heartbreak from high school to college, adulthood, and some of us even motherhood. So I want to know, how does Tink get over a heartbreak? Whenever you go through something or a situation with a guy, do you turn on your music or you turn on another artist? How do you get that healing process?
Girl, yes, it's days when I have to turn on my music. I'll go back to Winter's Diary and definitely play, some of those real records. But you know what? For me, I honestly like to go to the booth. Like, I like to write and put it down on paper so that we make some money off of this heartbreak.
Okay, period. Every time. When do you think it's okay to take a guy back?
When is it okay to take him back?
Yep.
Oh, that's a tricky question. It depends on what he did. For me though, I do like to take time where I'm not gonna answer the phone. I have to ignore him.
Right.
I like to play silent treatment. But honestly, it just depends. Certain things you can't really forgive and come back from.
Right.
But until you see that he gets it and he, he's gonna change, you gotta scare him a little bit. Maybe take a week, 2 weeks away.
Right.
Make him think you're leaving.
Right. No, we ain't. But you gotta play that role.
A lot of times we not, but we gotta make them afraid a little bit.
Absolutely. So Pillow Talk, I'm comparing this to the Winter's Diary mixtapes. Those were absolutely my favorite of all time. Like you said, you got to go back and listen to that old Tink every now and then. So when you go into the booth, do you ever have that in the back of your head? I need to make something like this, those were such classic mixtapes. We even consider them albums. Those were so classical. Do you ever feel that you have to, either keep that going or make something as good?
Yeah, I keep it in my mind all the time. My fans will never let Winter's Diary go. So I'm always thinking about WD. And I'm trying to really balance out that energy, but also keep evolving. And I still want to show people that I'm growing and I'm not 17 anymore. So it's just a balance. When I'm in the studio, I'm thinking of Winter's Diary and I'm trying to connect on that level, but at the same time it's good to have other energy in the studio, so I'm not just doing the same albums every single time. But like I say, my fans be on it, so I will always have Winter's Diary on my mind.
Right, absolutely. So what are you doing, or what do you feel that you're doing now that's different than before, that for a fact is going to take you to that next level?
Oh yeah, I'm honestly just being more open to working with other, people in the game. I'm working with Hitmaka. He executive produces the album. So he brings a lot of energy and a lot of different aspects. This last album I had production from almost everyone in the game. And that really helps a lot, having producers in the studio around, and, I had people come in and arrange, certain songs. So the team behind me is way bigger, and we're growing. It's really helping me grow and kind of, like I said, evolve. But yeah, working with Hitmaker, he'll bring in different producers who make the beats, and he'll also have co-writers, and he'll even have people that'll come in and help you stack your vocals. So it's a process behind it now, and I have a strong team behind me. So I know for certain it's giving me, it's giving me a lot of more energy.
Right. Now, I love the collaboration between you and Hitmaker. Will this be a forever thing as far as y'all forever working together, or it's just a specific album? Because I feel like y'all are meant to be like this.
Yeah,
This is
that's
what
a
we was
great
missing the
question.
whole time.
That's a great question. So this is the second album we did. I will say I believe my next album I'm gonna have Hitmaka produce, but not executive produce the whole thing. So he's always gonna be like around giving me game and helping me turn up records. But no, it's not gonna be just every single album. We caught a wave of heat at the moment, and I just didn't want to I love the energy we had with it. So I just wanted to keep it going since it was just in the moment. But yeah, girl, I'm so open to working with other artists and other producers. And next year, you're gonna see a lot more work from me outside of me and Hitmaker too.
Yeah. And I love the collaborations too, like Money Long and Leighton Green. I would not expect, and those are my two favorite songs on there. I would not expect, I don't know why I wouldn't expect that collaboration, but they're super playing the backfield, or they're not one of those artists where you would think people will reach out for I would say for a collab. So
yeah, and that's to me why I wanted to really showcase, their talent. Like Leighton Green for certain, she's really a great artist. And I'm all about working with people. I don't mind working with the underdogs, and every feature doesn't have to be with a quote unquote A-lister, because it's talented people that's in the game. And when I reached out to both of them, Money Long, she was ready to go. I really respect that, because she's on a highway right now with her single Hours and Hours. And she was just, really sweet about it. She didn't give me no hard time clearing it. And that go a long way, because there's a lot of people in the industry that aren't so, open to working. And artists can really be just, sometimes it'd be weird.
Right.
Vibes were high and they were all into it. So I really appreciate having them on this album.
That's dope. Now, do you have any upcoming collaborations, or some people that you want to work with in the future? Throwing it out there.
I've been manifesting a feature with Drake. I'm gonna just go there.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And I know, I gotta put my work in, but I feel like a collab with Drake would just set it off for me.
Yeah.
There's another artist, Brent Fayez. I love him. He has some really great content. His last album is fire. And yeah, you never know with me, like working with Hitmaker and being in this new space, I've been able to reach a different audience and touch a lot of different artists. So you never know. This year is going to be big, and next year.
Yeah. Now, you being friends with Hitmaker and you working with him, I feel like you have like a super chill and laid back personality. Do you feel like being friends with him is pushing you out there and making you interact with people more, and being a more... Yeah, you feel that?
Definitely. He's one of those guys that kind of he has a relationship with everyone. So it's kind of like rubbing off on me. I'm getting to shake hands with a lot more people and just kind of open up and not be afraid to, speak my mind and, be open and honest. Y'all know me. I'm really private. I've been this way forever. Like, you hear my story in my music, but being around Hitmaker, he's wild and he's live, high energy.
You need that balance.
So it keeps a balance. Exactly. It brings another side out of me too.
Nice. Now, I don't know if you have the Tink tribe and your fans go hard for you, but I don't know if you understand the cult following that you have. Like, whenever something is going on with Tink, your fans are just ready to ride, especially with the epic deal that didn't go through, or it didn't go the way that you planned it to go. And I just remember just seeing Timbaland put that stamp on Tink and wanted to take Tink to the next level. So as a person, me personally, as a person who looks at Timbaland as an icon and who feels like he is a GOAT, we don't know who the other people are at Epic that we're looking at. So we look directly at Timbaland and we pointed fingers, and we ready to snap at Timbaland what's going on? So I see that I see that he's super supportive of this album. Was there ever a moment that you did feel any type of resentment towards Timbaland? And how did you get over the whole Epic deal situation?
Man, that's a great question. I'll be honest with you, I'm human. And when I went through the process of kind of being shelved, so that's when people doesn't want to release your music, I was kind of mad at everybody. Yeah. So I'm being 100% honest. Like, it wasn't just Timberland. I didn't want to talk to nobody. That's because I'm passionate. So it was a moment where we weren't speaking. But like I say, I took some time away to get my mind right. And I had to kind of grow up and get past, like, certain things that happened and just choose forgiveness. You know what I mean? Like, we both were kind of like in a sticky situation, and it wasn't all him that was to blame. I did have people behind the scenes at the label, that caused, different things to happen. So I couldn't forever. But I'm grateful. That's the thing. Like, I wasn't really upset. I was just sad that I couldn't put my music out. So it's not Timberland. It's more so me just frustrated and wanting to drop music. And to this day, I have his number. I still can call him up. You know what I mean? I've looked past all of that drama in the past, and I've never had a bad thing to say about Timberland. Behind the scenes, sometimes I was a little crazy. In the public, I have so much respect for him.
Yeah.
And he did. At the end of the day, he gave me a platform. And it's just a part of my story now. It's like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. People look at my story and find some inspiration with it. Like, sometimes deals don't work and you have to rebrand. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a negative for me. It's just a part of the story.
Right. And I feel like Pillow Talk is definitely that one. So I feel like Pillow Talk may not have happened if you were still in that situation. So, good things always come with some issues. So definitely salute. What do you want to see with this album? Like, as far as accolades, like, where do you want to see it go? Just the reach and the success behind it.
Yeah, well, with this album, our goal is just to push this music to a bigger audience. Cater is now, like, I believe, top 20 at radio. Nice. So I want to make sure that I'm progressing and, like, tapping into that mainstream vibe. But for me, just watching people really take it in and love on the album, that's a big deal for me. And also, if I could just tour off this album, that's a big deal. Like, I see a lot of fans asking when I'm gonna be touring. But that's the thing. We just finding different ways to reach the people, outside of Instagram and just dropping it. I'm also, like, leaning more into my visuals, and everything is just bigger. You know what I mean? I'm trying to really go up.
Well, you are very humble, so I know you probably ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it for you. Grammy, as well as BET Awards, VH1, VMA Awards too.
Oh, girl, I've got to a level now where I would love all of that. I would love to be, get some awards off of this, but it's like, man, a lot of time in this business, the awards is like, the real love is in the streets for me. Mm-hmm. That's what I came from, and that's what built me. Like, awards don't really make or break an artist to me. Right. There's a lot of people that are very talented that may never get one award. It doesn't take away from nothing you got going. So awards and stuff, I want that. But if it never happens, I feel amazing. Like, it doesn't break me. Like, just having, like, the streets behind me, having Power 92 in my corner, honestly, having, real love in the streets, that means a lot to me.
Absolutely. I definitely feel that. So how do you plan on ending 2022, and what does 2023 look like for you?
Man, this year, of course, my album just dropped, so I'm going to be promoting the hell out of this album. It talks about a deluxe, but I'm not going to speak too soon.
Okay.
Winter, that's my season, so I could look at top of 23 with another project. But yeah, that's like, I got a little time. I got to put in some work. But yeah, this year is going to be even bigger because, like I said, the album just dropped. I have some crazy features. You're going to see a lot more of me on your, screen videos I come in. And like I say, going into the winter, that's when I really get in my bag. Mm-hmm. So even is on the way.
Period. Love to see it. All right, before I let you go, I want to do a real quick this or that game with you. So Pillow Talk is the name of the album. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You choose this or you choose that. All right. So a street dude or a square?
Street dude.
Vent to your homegirls about your guy problems or keep it to yourself?
Vent.
Okay. Now, do you think that there is oh, sorry, go ahead.
Only vent to your close ones. Everybody can't know everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Do you think it's a certain extent as far as venting?
Oh yeah. Honestly, even your friends, you have to like narrow it down to maybe one or two.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, just so you just not making nothing worse.
Gotcha. Industry guy or a regular guy?
That's so hard because I'm not really choosy like that.
Mhm.
Regular guys, I've also dated guys in the industry. They both come with the same.
Okay. Look, ain't nothing different but the check, probably.
Yeah, it's not that much of a difference. They still men.
Okay. All right. Last one. Passionate or nasty?
Passionate.
Okay. I like that answer.
Yes, I'm a real hopeless romantic. I love passionate things all the way around.
I feel you. Well, much success to you. Like I say, I am banging this album. I appreciate it. I appreciate great music, especially R&B. So definitely continue to do all that you are doing. And we love you at Power 92. Can't wait to see you back in the studio. Definitely much love to you.
Busy. So I appreciate you and Power 92.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
Girl.
Bye-bye.
Power 92.3 FM.